Hey friend, Graham Cochrane here. Let's talk about social media for a minute. I feel like social media is all anyone wants to talk about, especially when it comes to business growth.
8 ways to grow your business on Instagram.
12 hacks to explode your income on Pinterest. But there's a giant elephant in the room that no one wants to talk about, and it's this. We're using social media in the wrong way. In fact, there are two massive mistakes most business owners are making when it comes to trying to leverage social media for income growth. One mistake is philosophical in nature, but very damaging. And the other mistake is tactical in nature. Now, since I want you to grow your business and make more money, and I'm assuming that's what you want too, I don't want you to make these two mistakes. So I want to unpack both of them, but not just unpack mistakes. We can't just point out mistakes. We need to replace those mistakes with something that actually works. So today I'm also going to give you my super simple social media strategy that you can actually implement, 6 steps to actually walk you through how to leverage social media the right way to actually grow your business and put money in your pocket. Sound good to you? All right, let's jump in. Mistake number 1 with social media is trying to make everyone happy. Now, you may not think you do this, but this is exactly what everyone is doing on social media. I love Seth Godin as an author and a thought leader because he has wisdom and perspective that's very needed. And so as I follow him, when he says things that jump out to me or that I know are true, I latch onto them. Listen to what Seth wrote a while back about the danger of social media. Social media makes it easy to be both dissatisfied and to have a mission at the same time. Make everyone happy. Every single critic is silenced, every customer delighted, every prospect interested. Sort of like your footprint in social media, it's imperfectible. There is someone right now who's miffed at you, someone who misunderstands you, someone who used to work with you who doesn't anymore, or someone who has the wrong impression of you and won't even give you a chance, not to mention the trolls, the ones who merely seek oppositional positions. It's imperfectible. For every person who wants you to have bigger portions, there's someone who says the portions are too big. For every person who says your writing is too personal, there's someone who wants it to be more personal. People have been talking about you behind your back ever since 5th grade. Now, of course, you can eavesdrop whenever you choose. Don't. Turn it off, walk away, accept the lack of perfect. Better to make something important instead. Now, a lot of what Seth is talking about revolves around just personal use of social media, so I understand that. But as you listen back to those words, I want you to replace you and your interactions with friends or colleagues on a personal level with just your brand. It's no longer you, but your brand that has trolls, or your brand that has people that misunderstand what you're trying to share or promote or sell. Your brand that's not getting the likes that you want to get, because ultimately your brand is probably very personal to you. I mean, many of us are solopreneurs. Many of us do this by ourselves. Many of us, we are the brand. I mean, heck, my website is called me. This business is my name. It is me. So when our brand is not liked or passed over or nobody cares about it or attacked directly, it's an attack on us. And no matter how mature we may be, and no matter how many limits we put in place, there's no denying the fact that we're affected by it personally when our business profiles on social media don't do what we want them to do. What is Seth saying? He's saying it's imperfectible. We try to make everyone happy. So any critics of our brand or of our products or services, we try to silence, or maybe that's an aggressive way to think about it, but maybe you've tried to convince someone who's a skeptic that what you have to offer is awesome. That takes a lot of energy, and a lot of times, if not most of the time, you'll never convince someone who's already chosen to not like your stuff. Or we're trying to delight every customer, he says. Make sure everyone's happy and that no one has a bad experience, that no one misunderstands or misuses your product or service. And then anyone who's not a critic or a customer is a potential prospect. So that's everyone else in the world. So then we try so hard every day to post the right thing and share the right thing and use the right copy to get people to buy our thing and like our thing. It's exhausting. It's impossible to do it perfectly. You will never make everyone happy. Social media then just becomes a massive black hole for you as a business owner, creating a false goal of getting more likes, more followers, more comments and engagement, and in general, just making everyone happy. All of this takes time, attention, and energy away from the thing that actually makes us money in our business, which is creating amazing products and services that actually help people, and then offering those products and services to our warm leads on our email list. If you give all of your time, attention, and energy to this black hole of social media that never will satisfy, you'll never perfect it, you've got very little left to do the thing that drives all of business. I don't care if you have an online business or a brick and mortar. Offering better products and services to your warm leads on your email list is how you make money in business. Okay, mistake number 2 with social media is that most small business owners use social media primarily as a selling tool. Massive mistake. Sure, they post inspirational quotes or funny memes or cool videos and pictures of you sort of day in the life as the business owner or the content creator trying to connect with your followers and create engagement and authenticity, but their eventual goal and their aim is to promote and offer their products and services to their followers. And doing this on social is completely backwards. Let me give you 3 social media truths that you have to let sink in, and I want you to let them shape the way you view social media. Truth number 1. Social media was not created to be a selling tool. It was created to be a connecting tool. We know this at our core. It's social, it's interacting with your friends. That's the way Facebook used to be, right? Just you and your friends. But we also know that's where the people are, so we want to sell and promote and sneak in our products every 3rd or 4th or 8th post or whatever you've been told. But you shouldn't be selling on social media. That's not where you're gonna make most of your money. It's a connecting tool, not a selling tool. Truth number 2. For social media to be effective, and we'll talk about how to use it effectively in a minute, you don't have to be everywhere and post every day. There seems to be this unending pressure to be on social media, to be posting not only every day, but multiple times a day, to be on every platform, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Pinterest, Twitter, Periscope, whatever it is. We feel like because there might be people there, I should be there. And there's some logic to that, but the 80-20 rule would tell us that most of all that is going to be a giant waste of your time, that 20% of your social media activity is going to generate 80% of the results that you want. No wonder small business owners are stressed out and exhausted doing all the things and still not making money, because they're doing all the wrong things, and social media is one of those giant wrong things, and trying to be everywhere on social media is even worse. And social media truth number 3, your goal for social media is simply this: to stay top of mind, connect with your audience, and offer them your lead magnet. Your lead magnet is the only thing you need to be promoting on social media. What is your lead magnet? It is that free offering, that free part of what I call the value circle, where you add value for free in exchange for their email address to get on your email list. Because as the numbers continue to show, most of online sales, most money changing hands online is derived from direct email marketing. Second to that is organic search. Social media is not even in the top 3. So to make money, you need to build an email list. And to build an email list, you want to use every tool you have to get people on that list. And to get them on your list, you want to offer them something valuable in exchange. It could be a PDF guide, it could be a free video series, it could be an audio download training, it could be a helpful quiz, it could be anything that adds value to them, that's free, that they want, that they're willing to exchange their email address and get on your list for. All right, enough bashing on social media. Let me actually give you my social media strategy. Here's exactly what I do. These are 6 things that I do, my 6-step plan. Adapt it, use it however you want for your business. I know I make fun of social media a lot, but I do use it strategically in my business. I just know that it's not the core of what drives my business. But if I'm gonna use it, I wanna use it strategically. So here's what I do. Pick 1 or 2 platforms. Decide which 1 or 2 social media platforms you like best and or your audience lives on the most. If you feel like most of your audience is on Instagram, you should probably be on Instagram. If you feel like most of your audience is coming from Twitter or they live on Twitter, you should probably be on Twitter. You only need to pick 1 or 2 and then choose to be there and nowhere else. 80-20 would tell you all of the other times that you're on other platforms is a giant waste of time. Most of that interaction and that eventual traffic that eventually leads to sales is gonna come from your 1 or 2 main platforms. So just hang out there. Step number 2, use visuals. Okay, this changed years ago. This used to not be the case. Instagram was a big push in that, but in general, we love visuals as a culture anyway. So a text-based social media platform like Twitter eventually figured that out, and now Twitter, when you look at your feed, is all images and all videos. It was never that way. Even when Instagram was starting to rise to its fame that it has now, Twitter was holding tight to its 140 characters and nothing else. Well, guess what? We like visuals. Visuals stand out, so use visuals any way you can on any platform, whether it's images or video, because they help you stand out and they help you tell a story and connect with people's senses more than just the mind reading words. They're seeing the visual, which allows them to dial in with you a little bit more. Number 3, offer free information. No matter what you're selling, view yourself as an educator. Even if you don't sell information products like I do, whatever you're selling, view yourself as an educator on social. For example, Home Depot, they don't sell education, they sell stuff. They sell wood and lumber. They sell flooring and lamps. They sell light bulbs and grills. They sell fake Christmas trees. They sell stuff for your house. But what do they post on social? What are they doing? They post how-tos, how to renovate your house, how to do this, styling tips, design tips for your home, how to get better looking grass in your lawn. They're sharing free information. They're becoming an educator because that's what's helpful to people. That makes people appreciate Home Depot as a brand. It's not directly tied to their products necessarily, it's just great free information. So teach and share something you've learned, motivate people, encourage people. If you have weekly content on a blog or a podcast or a YouTube channel, point people to that regularly. Step number 4, ask questions and opinions from your followers. So don't be one way, ask your followers questions. What do they think about a certain topic, whether it's serious or light? What are they struggling with? What do they want to know more about? What are they doing this weekend? This is not aimless. This is very strategic because it starts a conversation. It makes your followers feel like you actually are trying to connect, which goes back to social media truth number 1, that social media is not a selling tool, it's a connecting tool. So use it to connect and ask for feedback on stuff, but just ask what they like and what they do and who they are and get to know them and create a community. Which leads me to step number 5, which is build a tribe. Keeping it in Seth Godin's speak, build a tribe, meaning curate the type of followers that are your ideal customers and your target market, the ideal followers that you want. Don't try to make everyone happy. You won't. Curate the type of people and build the type of community that's exactly the type of person that would love your products and services, that almost agrees with you. This is very, very strategic. You don't want everybody following you. You don't need everybody following you. You want a loyal, rabid fan base following you who loves you and your brand and is very much like you. And you kind of create a tribe. Us versus them is so powerful. You don't have to attack anyone to do the us versus them, but use that so that you get the right type of people following you. And step number 6, the only thing that will actually eventually lead to sales is mention your lead magnet regularly. Keep it as a link on your profile, mention it all the time, share the thing that will add value to their lives that they can download or have instantly if they just click here and exchange their email address to have access to it. This is another way to offer free information. It's another way to offer free value. It's a no-brainer if you've thought of something really good, but what that's doing for you is building that email list of warm, curated, targeted leads that statistically are more likely to buy from you when you're in their inbox on the regular mentioning your products or services. So as you can see, social media has a role. It just is not the role that most people make it out to be, and it shouldn't be your focus. It can be strategic, but it's not what actually makes you money. It's just one cog in the machine. So what do you do if you actually want to make more money and you need to make more money a little bit faster? If social media is a long play that takes time to ramp up new customers, how can you actually increase your income right now? Well, I want to give you something that I think will be really, really helpful. I put together a guide called my 90-day income boost cheat sheet. Very simple, very quick read. I basically said, if I needed to increase my revenue by 30% in the next 90 days, what would I do? And knowing how most business owners operate and coaching business owners, I know that they're not doing these things. And if they were willing to do these things, they'd be able to increase their income by 30% or more in the next 90 days. So if that's something that you need help with right now, download this free guide. It'll walk you through 2 main strategies that are then broken down into different elements of the strategies. So grab your copy of the free guide, just click the link below this video or go to grahamcochrane.com/income boost. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing to these videos. Good luck on social media this week, and I'll see you on another video real soon.